Alright, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about what I've learned from creating content on other websites, mainly blog posts. Um, Firstly, you want to figure out a subject that you want to talk about and go in depth about it. Could be anything. The easiest way to make new content for stuff like blogs and videos is taking an idea that wasn't fully fleshed out in previous content and creating something new with that. So, for an example, with this would be like Destiny 2. You can talk about the state of the game, whether or not you like the direction it's heading in, exotic weapon guides, dungeon tutorials, even game mode tutorials for like Gambit, Crucible, Nightfall Strikes. And with this one example, there's an entire tree of content you can make with it. And it's the same thing with blogs. So you can pull a different subject to talk about even within another blog post and make content specifically on that. And then you can compare that with like gaming content on YouTube. Like personally with YouTube, like I'm kind of overwhelmed on like what to create because there's so many different types of content I can do. Like I'm not like dead set one way or the other. Um, and I mean, not being committed to one type of content could also be good because you can pivot easier into other stuff. So, what I've got in my notes written down here is like no commentary gameplay. I've been posting that recently. Um, Live commentaries, I could do that. I could do video essays, old school gameplay commentaries like this, tutorials, guides, and the thing that's also overwhelming with like gaming YouTube is like picking a game you want to focus on. Like I don't know, I play so many different types of games that's kind of hard for me to like commit to like a specific game. I like Destiny, I like Call of Duty, I like um, other games as well. And like even within those games, like there's so many different areas you can do. Um, you know, and it's like I've been watching YouTube content like most of my life. Like I should have an idea of how to go about like doing it as well, but it's still kind of like hard for me to figure out like what I want to do. Um, and I think that blogs are a great way to start with content creation because you don't need any equipment or anything. You just need like Microsoft Word and like Google Docs. So that's really easy. And then it's a great way to create like a structure for things. So if you're doing like a game review, you could review a game on like a blog, like Skyrim or something. You can go in depth on like gameplay mechanics, what you like about the game. Um, Again, like build guides. Like there's a lot of stuff with Skyrim you can do with like mage classes and like one-handed builds, two-handed builds. There's a lot of different stuff you can do. Um, and then also, when you're creating content, like what I'm doing right now, whether it's a blog or YouTube or whatever, you want to have patience and you don't really want to like expect overnight success. And then, along with that is you want to create more content because the more content you make, the more impressions you're going to get and the more likely people are going to find you. And whether or not they like you and what you had to say or what you make or whatever is up to them. But as long as you continue to put yourself out there, I think it's better to continue to do so. And then would also say, don't tie your self esteem to like vanity metrics because it's not good for your mental health. And, you won't be like a good content creator if you tie yourself up in vanity metrics. So, you know, that's all I got for today. If you have any comments or feedback, let me know. And have a good one.